Welcome back to another episode of Cooking on a Dime. Today we are going to teach you how to make Cajun chicken with red beans and rice. First, we are going to start by flattening our chicken. In order to do this, we need to carefully remove the spine. We do this by simply cutting down along the side of the spine and pulling it out of the chicken once it's done. And then laying our chicken flat, trimming it up a little bit, and cooking it. All right, now we are going to marinate our chicken for a couple of hours in our buttermilk mixture. We have some fresh homemade cultured buttermilk mixed with some Cajun spice, a little bit of paprika, some ground ginger, and some garlic powder. We're just going to put the chicken in a Ziploc bag along with the marinade and let it sit in the fridge for a few hours until it's ready to cook. Now that our chicken is marinated for a few hours, we are going to brown it carefully on each side before we cook it, and we're going to start that by heating a few tablespoons of oil in our pot. In the meantime, while that oil comes to the right temperature, we are going to take our chicken out of the bag, lay it out, and carefully cover it in Cajun spice with our Epicure Cajun spice mix. We are going to liberally season each side, coating it good and thoroughly before we put it in the pot to brown. Now that that is browned on both sides, we are going to take one whole head of garlic that has been halved, and we are going to place it underneath and around the chicken. Following that, we are going to take our beef broth, just for a little bit more extra flavor, and we are going to add, about 2 cups of that, just enough to the pot to bring it about halfway up the side of the chicken. Then we are going to cover it with the lid and bake it in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes or until done. In the meantime, while that is baking, we are going to make our red beans and rice in the Instapot. Start by heating 2 tablespoons of olive oil on the saute setting on your Instapot. Once that is good and hot, we will be adding 1 whole chopped green pepper. Also 1 whole sliced and chopped onion. You can give these a fairly rough chop. They do not by any means have to be perfect. Give those a bit of a stir and let them just sort of heat up and cook down until they get all fragrant and start to turn translucent. Add some salt and pepper to taste. Then add 2 cloves of rough chopped garlic. Then add 1 teaspoon of ginger powder. 2 tablespoons of whatever type of hot sauce you prefer. At this time, I am using Frank's Red Hot Sauce, but you can use any kind of hot sauce you have in the house or like. Then just give that a stir and let it cook down on the saute setting for a few moments until it's nice and aromatic and a little bit of that vinegariness has been cooked out of the hot sauce. Then we are going to add our 2 cups of red kidney beans that we soaked in the refrigerator last night and give it a good stir to mix it all up with the green peppers and onions. Then we are going to add 1 cup of white rice to our Instapot. Followed by 2.5 cups of chicken stock. Give that a stir, get it all mixed up nicely. Give it a taste and adjust your seasoning if necessary. And then we are going to cover it in our Instapot and put it on the manual setting for about 20 minutes. Do not forget to seal your pressure cooker before you turn it on. Once the chicken is done, take it out of the oven and it's beautiful and browned on top. Cut it up, slice it, and plate it with those lovely red beans and rice. Top it with a dollop of creme fraiche and some delicious chopped scallions, and there you have it. If you like this video or even learned something, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.